Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on review of the Micromax Yureka phone, which is the first phone coming from Micromax with the U branding. And this one has the new operating system, which is the Cyanogen mod operating system, and again it is going to be exclusive on the U branded devices, that you will only see Cyanogen mod in India on these devices. Any other manufacturer right now cannot have this ROM, and because Cyanogen has entered an exclusive partnership with Micromax, so we have the first device of this series, and this is the first phone which comes for a price of 8,999, which is the MRP, or you can say the best buy price for this phone, and you can buy it only from Amazon.in. exclusively it is being sold over there, so you cannot buy it from anywhere else. In terms of the build quality and the form factor, this phone is decent for the price. I would say the back cover is again made up of plastic, but it has a slightly different kind of finishing this time. It is not matte finish, but it is kind of it is again matte finish, but it is kind of rubberized and a different feel they have given. So this one has a stone gray finish, which is looking good, but if you compare it with OnePlus One, the OnePlus One has a sandstone finish, which actually feels much better. This is again better in terms of the overall look and feel, and in terms of build quality as well, this device definitely feels much more solid as compared to this device. But the pricing is also different. This will cost you approximately 22,000 rupees, which is definitely high as compared to this device, which will only cost you 9,000 rupees. So this is the price which you will have to pay for this one, and you get a pretty good hardware as well inside. You get an octa-core CPU, which is from Snapdragon. It is a Snapdragon 615 chipset, and this one also have 4G support, so you will also be able to use 4G on this device once it comes to India, and it is rolled out in Delhi and some other places. So in terms of the overall, the overall form factor of this phone is kind of light enough, I would say. The overall form factor of this phone is definitely kind of big, because it has a big 5.5-inch display, which is definitely bigger to hold it in one hand, and use it with one hand is going to be an issue, although this one does have one-handed operation features as well, which you can use. But definitely this is kind of big, but it is a pretty big display for your multimedia and entertainment needs, and that is being taken care of on this display. This is an IPS LCD display panel, which does give you pretty good viewing angles, and the color protection of the panel is also good. If we compare it with the OnePlus One, as far as the colors are concerned, the colors are good over here, but not that great as you see on a OnePlus One. So OnePlus One definitely has slightly better colors as compared to the Yureka phone, and in terms of brightness, definitely this display is slightly more brighter, and this display is slightly better in terms of colors. In terms of the overall form factor, this device does not weigh very heavy. It is kind of a light phone, even when it is a 5.5-inch display phone. Physical overview of the phone: we have a front 5-megapixel camera on this phone. We have a nice metallic earpiece over there. At the rear, we have 13-megapixel camera with LED flash, and it is an autofocus camera, can record high definition video as well. We have power and sleep key over there, which is a plastic button, gives you decent amount of feedback. On this side we have the volume rocker, which is also a plastic button, and on this side at the bottom we have the loudspeaker, and the loudspeaker is not very loud. We have just tested it. The loudspeaker volume is kind of low on this device, which is kind of a disappointment. On the front at the bottom we have touch capacitive buttons, which are there within the body, and you can also move them within the display, just like you can do it on OnePlus One. So in terms of the overall physical build quality and the form factor, this device is decent for the price. I would say it is not bad, but it has a plastic back cover, which is kind of thin quality plastic, which they have used, but it is not very thin. We have the battery over there, which again can be removed on this one. This is a 2500 milliampere battery, which may not give you around 1 day battery backup, but we will confirm that once we do the full review. We do have 2 SIM card slot on this one. This is the SIM card slot 1, this is the SIM card slot 2, and we do have a micro SD memory card slot as well on this device. Let's take a look over the software UI on this one, and we will show you what all we have. So first of all, let's take a look over the phone dialer. So on the phone dialer, again, as of now, this is how the phone dialer looks like. You can easily dial a number, but you cannot make a video call. This is the case. When it comes to messaging application is again kind of different, but it has a stock Android kind of keyboard, but it does support continuous input typing, and you do get these suggestions at the top as well whenever you type on this device, which is definitely a good thing. When we talk about other things, let's take a look at the settings. This is how the notification center look like, and I can go to the settings directly from here. Once I go into settings, I can show you the version of Android. So it is running on Android 4.4 KitKat on this device, as you can see, which is the latest version, not the latest version of Android, but it is KitKat, and you will also get Lollipop as per the information which we have got. You will get Lollipop on this device in January. And when we talk about other things, we do have 2 GB of RAM, which is pretty good for a device like this. It is only 9,000 rupees, and you get 2 GB of RAM, and you get approximately approximately 1.2 GB available to the user once you get it out of the box. So 1.2 GB RAM is free out of 2 GB, which is good. Let's take a look of the storage scenario, and for that we need to scroll over there, and under storage we can see that we have 16 GB of internal storage on this device, out of which approximately 12 GB is available to the user. So you can install a lot of applications and game in this storage, and you do have support for SD card, and you should be able to change the default storage location. OTG is also supported, so you can insert a flash drive onto this device with the help of an OTG cable. You can connect it, and that will be supported. Apart from this, if we take a look over the customization option, you have customization option for the lock screen, so you can customize how does the lock screen should look like. You can change the button action, you can actually change the look and feel of the buttons as well, the overall icon for the button. You can actually place the camera widget as well on the lock screen. You do have different kind of themes which are supported. There are two themes which will come pre-installed. One is the U theme, and the second one is called the Xolo theme. So these are the two themes which you will get for free, and they are coming pre-installed. You do have the option to change the notification drawer as well, so you can actually specify what kind of behavior the notification drawer should have. If it should auto close, then it can actually do that. You can actually transparent, you can actually make the look and feel of the notification drawer transparent as well. You can change the layout, you can change the tiles and the other things as well. All these things can be done. And again, when we talk about some of the things, we do have the location services option as well. So you can use this device for GPS navigation as well, which is good. And when we talk about some other things, we do have support for tethering as well. You can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot as well on this device and share the 3G internet by creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. Let me just show you the camera performance, and we will end this review after this camera performance. We are going to take this photo right now from the front camera, and let me just take the photo from the rear camera as well, and I can show you both of these photos one by one. So we are going to take this photo right now from the rear camera. It is a 13 megapixel camera which we have at the rear. It is an autofocus camera. The front camera is fixed focus. I can show you both of these photos one by one. First of all, let me just show you the photo which we have taken from the front camera. So this is the front camera photo which we have taken. It looks pretty decent, I would say, for the front camera which we have on this device. The kind of details I can see in this photo are good. Again, when we have taken actually it against the light scenario, the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of colors as well as in terms of details. As far as the rear camera is concerned, the rear camera is also performing pretty good in daylight. As you can see, we have good amount of daylight falling right now on that wall, and I can see the texture of the wall pretty clearly, and details are clear. The colors are being nicely reproduced, and they look pretty good on this device as far as the rear camera quality is concerned. In all, this device is a pretty good device for the price. It comes only for 9,000 rupees. You get a octa-core CPU, 2 GB of RAM, you get a pretty big 5.5-inch display, you get a decent build quality, not great build quality. The camera UI does show you slight amount of lag, but that is not a major issue. They will fix that in the future update which we will get for this phone. So let's see when that future update actually comes. You will also get Android Lollipop as well on this device before other devices. That is something which we have got to know. So in all, we would like to say that we would like to give a thumbs up to this device. We would love to help you. In case you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.